Hi there, welcome back. So for some reason there is a lot of information coming through about forgiveness today. I'm not sure why they want to bring this up. I just trust that when these topics come up, there is someone out there that really, really needs it. And so that's why we share. So what I know within me, having gone through the beautiful forgiveness process to get to the other side, is that once you're fully self-aware and you've stepped into self-love and you remember who you are, you'll realize that there is nothing to forgive. But in these beautiful videos, we're going to go through forgiveness because while you're still in your ego state, while the ego is still running the show, while you're still sitting in your separate I, the ego wants to be right and it wants to make them wrong. This is the ego's job, to keep you in this illusion of separation, that you can't see that you are spirit. And more importantly, that that being that hurt you is also spirit. Every being that comes into your life is here to serve you, for you to see something about yourself. For some, it may be they make you feel unworthy. They make you feel worthless. Some beings make you feel useless. Some beings make you feel that you can't be loved. Some beings come into your life and they make you feel unsupported, like you have to do everything on your own. There's no one there for you. And some beings make you feel so separate from everything. And these are the experiences we came to have. What does it feel like when you're made to feel worthless? What does it feel like to not know that you are love? What does it feel like to not be love? We come here for these experiences. Outside of this beautiful simulation, you are love. Unwavering, unconditional, infinite, eternal, endless love. The love we are talking about is the universal life force energy. It's an energy. We're not talking about the romantic love between partners, or the love that you have for your children, or the love that you have for your parents. Love is an energy that is in all things. Some call it God. Some call it spirit. Some call it love, life. It goes by many names, but it doesn't stop being what it is. And this beautiful energy is what you are. It's who you are. Outside of this simulation, you are peace. You are infinite joy. You are it all. So, my beautiful beings, the question that keeps coming up in the latest book that hasn't been published yet is, if we are peace and love and joy in our natural state, and this is who we are for all eternity, infinitely, there is no end to the love that you are, no end to the joy that you are, no end to the peace that you are, if this is who you are in your natural state. What would be the point of coming here to be those things and only those things? What would be the point? Really sit with yourself. Breathe into that truth. I am love. Close your eyes and breathe that in. I am love. I am the love. The love that creates planets and suns and stars. The love that creates all life on this beautiful planet, on this earth. I am this love. I am infinite joy. Feel into that. Feel into that truth, into that knowing of who you truly are. I am infinite joy. The highest frequency of joy. I am infinite peace. Breathe that in. I am peace. Eternal, endless, unwavering peace. And when you remember who you are, who you truly are, you will notice that there's a presence that observes. A presence that never changes. When you become angry, this presence observes. When you become sad, this presence does not change. It is constant. It is always there, observing through your eyes, observing your beautiful experience. It never changes, not for 1 second. It never stops being what it is. So, my beautiful beings, feel into that today. If this is what I am, if this is who I am, who I truly am, why would I come here to be just that? There was a beautiful analogy that I was given a while back that's in the new book as well. And that's why the new book's called Be the Rainbow. The analogy was, it's like God has given you all these beautiful colors, all the crayons. Let's imagine these crayons or paints, whatever it is that you're imagining, but you've got all these beautiful colors. Let's say he's given you 12 colors. He's given you more than that, but let's say he's given you 12 colors. And God is asking you to paint a rainbow. But in your human experience, you've been taught that you're only allowed to be happy and you're only allowed to be peace. And they're just 2 colors. And so in your human experience, you are trying to paint this rainbow with just those 2 colors. We suppress our anger. We're not allowed to be angry. Anger is wrong. We're not allowed to be afraid. Afraid is a sign of weakness. Fear is wrong. Fear is bad. And pain, when we feel pain, we feel there's something wrong. It's not right to feel pain. Pain just doesn't feel natural to us because of who we are. But pain is one of the beautiful colors that we can use to paint our rainbow. And it's one of the things that your beautiful soul is here to experience. What does that feel like? And the beautiful thing that comes to mind with that is when a woman is pregnant and she goes through childbirth. The pain is like nothing you can ever imagine until you've been through it. Nothing compares to the pain of childbirth. There is nothing in this world that compares to it. And yet, the moment that child is born, that pain is forgotten and it's replaced with the love that you are holding in your arms now. The gift you've been given to remember the love that you are. So, my beautiful beings, what if the suffering that these beings have caused you were part of the plan? They were part of your path. You needed to go through that. You needed to gain that knowledge, to gain that wisdom. So in our beautiful forgiveness course, the very first step to the process is to forgive others. We start there. Why do we start there? Because when we can't forgive others, our energy, because we are energy, our energy is focused on someone out there. We're focusing our energy on beings outside of us that have caused us this pain, this suffering. They've made us feel this way. Our focus is outside. So the first step is always to start with outside first. Forgive others. Now, what's coming through as I'm listening to what they want to bring in is beautiful information that came through with one of my friends. And I heard it again in a video that I was watching this week by chance by A.W.A.K.E.N that said, there are no victims and there are no perpetrators. There are only volunteers. We volunteer to come here to have these glorious experiences. And so do these beings that have caused you pain and suffering. So we start there, on the outside. We forgive others. The second step to the beautiful forgiveness course. We forgive ourselves. So now in the second step, we start to look at ourselves. Who have we hurt that we need to forgive ourselves for? And in this step is where we start to look at the blessing that we truly are by just being here on this planet. Just by being here. Look at all the people that you have blessed. All the people that you feel you've caused pain and suffering has served them on their path. It was something they needed to go through. Everything you have said served that person. So the second step is to forgive yourself and to know that you were meant to say those things. You were meant to do those things. It's part of your path and it's part of their path. And in understanding that fully, you can easily forgive yourself and release it. It's not wrong, it's not right, it's not good, and it's not bad. It's what was meant to happen. Always. And the third beautiful step in the forgiveness course. So step 1, we forgive others. Step 2, we forgive ourselves. Step 3 is taking action. And for me, this one is quite powerful. If there are beings that you are aware that you cause them pain or suffering, you can take action. You can ask for forgiveness. And perhaps for that person, that's exactly what they're waiting for you to say that you're sorry. And that's it. They can release it. They can let it go. It wasn't about them. But if they took it personally, then it is. You know, it's a belief that they have in their system and that you're just being a part of that. You're just feeding into that, reminding them that that belief is there about themselves. That's not true. Because basically this is what we're doing. We're letting go of all these beliefs that we created in childhood about ourselves, about others, about the world, to serve this beautiful human experience. But they're not true unless you've gone through life knowing that you are love, that you are spirit. If you've never separated from that, then there's no need for forgiveness, because you know that it's all love. It's all this gorgeous, intelligent energy that's in everything. You already know that that love is serving you, it's serving those beings, it's serving everything. So step 3 in the beautiful forgiveness course is to take action. Do what you can do to alleviate another person's pain. Now, from my experience, no matter how much I've said that I'm sorry, and I'm genuinely sorry, because the things that I did and the things that I said, I did them unconsciously. I didn't deliberately sit down and go, oh, you know what? I'm going to say this and I'm going to do this because I know it's really going to hurt them. For many of us, it doesn't work that way. We don't sit down and deliberately plot out that we are out to get this person. It just unconsciously happens. We say things because we don't realize all the stuff, all the baggage that we've got inside, all the suppressed anger, all the resentment, all the things that make us say things that hurt others. So yes, we can apologize, but it doesn't mean that the other person is ready to let it go. And we have to be okay with that. But as we said, I think it was in the previous video, it might have been this one, it's never about the other person. It's always for you to know within your heart that you did everything you could do. And now it's in their hands. It's not up to you. You have no control over how they're going to react to your apology. But you can apologize. And that in itself takes so much courage. So know that if you do, you are very brave. And give yourself, acknowledge yourself for that. For how brave you are that you took that step. Knowing full well that you might be rejected, but it's not about that. It's about knowing within yourself. Knowing that you tried to make it right. You're letting that person know that you realize that you've hurt them. You're acknowledging. You're acknowledging that you've hurt them. You're allowing that person to feel seen and to feel heard. Ah, you understand how much you've hurt me. You understand what you've done. It is all spirit, my beautiful beings. It is all spirit, and it is all for you. It's all for you, even when you get rejected and your apology is rejected. It's all for you. For me, it's taught me detachment. I will talk about it in the next video because it may be something that many of you need as well. So let's talk about it in the next one. It's gone a bit long now. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video. Okay? Bye for now.